Hello, my name is Mooing Cat and welcome to my 2021 winter event First Impressions. That's right, it's time for winter, for Christmas in October. The event will run for 1 month from now, from today on the beta server, and then it will probably come out on the live servers around December the 1st. So yeah, that's right, 1 month. This is the longest event of the year, as it has been in previous years. So in this video I will go through what this event has installed to see if anything has changed in terms of the mechanics from last year, and then look at the new grand prizes, the new buildings, and in general see what the event has in store. So yeah, as I said, it'll run for 1 month, very, very long. And here you can see the event window. I'll get back to that later on when I look at the game at the event in the game. So yeah, the first new reward we have is this, the parlor car. I really can't pronounce that. This is a brand new car for your terrain. Looks really cool in my opinion. And as you'll see in a moment, I have had a sneak peek, and it gives some defense for your attacking army, but not a lot. It's the same as a Road to Victory, for example. Now, in addition to that, you have the calendar returning, and again here we see that you have 32 days. Those who remember last year will remember that this was pretty much impossible to open. Sadly, as of now, there are no changes to the calendar. Hopefully there are some balancing changes during the event so that it is easier to complete. But if not, then you should just ignore the calendar and just focus on daily specials. Because yeah, unlike in Halloween event and archaeology event, it's practically not possible to get the winter calendar for free. And yeah, probably not that worth it either. But that's up to you. Now, the two new grand prizes are, or the grand prize is the festive canal, or the grand canal, winter canal, that's it. The brand new winter canal. It has two variations. The festive canal, which gives, as you can see here, it gives defense for both your attacking and defending army. Now that's an interesting combination. Instead of one for attack, one for city defense, they decided to mix it up like this. And while personally I would rather they do it the other way around, with this one giving attack for, or attack and defense for attacking army, and this one attack and defense for city defense. Well, I would prefer that personally. I definitely understand why they would do it this way, and I'm quite okay with that. So yeah, the building is 6x4, so quite big, and it has 10 levels, so you can choose one of these at the final level. You can add the festive grotto to the event hub if you care about that. And then you have 3 new avatars. And I have to admit, I quite like all of these three, so yeah, that's very nice. Now, let's look at some of these stats here. We can see them in the game as well in a moment. But the new car, this car here, as you can see, it gives 5% boost for your attacking army, which is, it's okay, not too bad, but in terms of efficiency, it's definitely not the best. But if you are in a relatively new city, for example, 5% additional boost per daily special. That's quite an interesting option. So yeah, you can get quite a lot of defense quickly, but yeah, it's not the most efficient. So for efficiency, I would not go for this. Then we have the new event building, the Jolie and Festive Canals. The Jolie one gives up to 24% attack boost for your attacking army. It is 6x4, so 24 tiles. So excluding roads, this one gives 1 attack per tile, which is quite alright. It's not amazing, but it's definitely not bad either. So I will definitely get one of these in my city. Now, the Festive Canal gives slightly more defense than the Jolie gives attack. It gives up to 30% defense for your attacking army. which makes it, I believe, slightly worse than the Olympic Treasury in terms of defense, but still very respectable numbers. So yeah, I think the theme is nothing crazy, but very respectable. In addition to that, you also get 12 forge points for the festive canal, which is definitely nice. 0.5 forge points per tile. And then for the Jolie, you get slightly less at 9. I'm a little bit surprised that the number is, that you get 3 fewer, that the number is so different. Because yeah, the amount of attack is also lower, so a little bit surprised by that, but yeah. I think both of these are definitely good options. I haven't decided which one I will go for. Probably, no, I don't know. I'll have to think about it and see when the times come. So, I think that's it for the announcement. Let's jump into the game and let's see how things look. So, the event mechanics are well known from last year. It's exactly the same mechanics, pretty much. You do have the daily special switch. Not sure if that was around last year. But yeah, that's a new thing in most recent events, so that's very nice that that returns. The Winter Bakery from last year returns. I would not recommend going for that, so let's see if we get a good one. Rogue Hideout Trinket, okay. Not really interested in that. But let's start on this so you can just see how it works. You scramble all the presents and then you are able to select them. It costs 10 stars per present, and you can see right now I only have 30. In total, you'll probably get around 1.5 to 2,000 stars if it's similar to last year. So you should probably be able to open around 200, perhaps 250 presents during the event. So let's just open one, see if we get anything good. A fragment of the wishing well, definitely don't want that. Let's see here, attacker boost, not really too interested in that either. And finally, a drone swarm. Okay, so not that good there. As you saw, when I open a present, I get a match. And with these matches, you progress either 1 or 3 houses, you light them up. Don't put them on fire, but you just want to put on the lights. So yeah, you will get open or light 1, 2, 3. So on 2 on average. And I got 1 on each. That's very interesting. That's very interesting, okay. I had to think for a moment, but yeah, it is 1 to 3, so I was quite unlucky, but on average, you should need around 10 matchsticks per grand prize. Now here you see the grand prize in game, and honestly, I don't really think it looks like a winter event building at all. I think it looks like a summer building. I know the trees are kind of, looks like winter decorations and so on, but when I see the ocean and the color of the ocean, I immediately think about the, what's it called, the Grand Canal and all of those buildings, the Venice-like buildings. I think of that, so yeah, looks-wise, I quite like them, looks cool, but definitely don't associate that with winter. Anyways, as you can see, 10 levels, and at level 10 you can choose between these two. It'll definitely be interesting to see which one I go for eventually. But as I said, both of these are good. So which one you choose, it doesn't really matter. Let's see, let's quickly look at the cost here. So here you can buy 10 presents, 100 stars for 1,000 diamonds. So that means that each grand prize or each selection kit should cost around 2,000 diamonds. Which should make it relatively cheap to get a second one of these for free if you want. I believe around 10 to 12,000, but we'll have to see how many stars you get. But yeah, that'll come in a later video. These are just some numbers that I've quickly calculated in my head. Don't take them as gospel. Anyways, let's look at the calendar. This is my biggest disappointment so far from this event and the announcement. It returns unchanged from last year. And those who played last year will probably remember that it was pretty much impossible to get this for free. You need you need to pick up a key each day, so 32 daily keys, and the key is hidden behind one of these presents here. And yeah, you're very unlikely to have enough resources to open enough presents each day. I did some calculations yesterday on the feedback thread, and roughly speaking, if we assume that you can open around 200 presents, that means that you need to find a key for every 6.5 presents. So within 6 presents each day, you need to find a key, and that's very unlikely to happen. So yeah, I do not think you have that. I don't think you have a good chance of opening all of these, and I definitely wouldn't recommend going for them. I would focus on daily specials. Although the winter event isn't the best for daily specials, there are still some good ones. The winter train, for example, is probably the one I'm gonna go for, or perhaps the Sentinel that should return. That's probably the best option. So I would focus on that over going for the calendar. But if you do complete it, you will get 2 Winter Canal selection kits, which is definitely nice. You will get the parlor car, and you will get the Winter Express waiter. I quite like the icon, but I'm definitely not going to go for the calendar unless there are some balance changes, which I really hope there are. Now, one change from last year is that you only need 5 fragments instead of 10 to form a master key. But last year you got 2 lockpicks or 2 pieces for each. Or when you open presents after you have picked up a key, the next time you get a key, you get a key piece instead. And if you have 5 of those pieces, you're able to craft a key which you can use on a day you missed. But yeah, last time you had needed 10, but you got 2 of those pieces after the first key every time. So in reality, it's the same here. So yeah, the cost of doing this is the same. The number of keys you get is the same, or either higher or lower, depending on how many stars you get. I imagine the number of stars you get is roughly the same, so around 1.5 thousand stars, excluding incidents, so perhaps around 2,000 stars in total, and that's definitely not enough. Or it might be enough, but it definitely makes it very unlikely that you are able to open all of these pieces, all of these doors. So yeah, but I'll get back into that in my proper guide. I'll dig some deeper into the numbers when we know a little bit more about how much you get and so on. So that'll be for a later video, but just be warned, you're probably not going to be able to do that. Anyways, honestly, I think that might be it. We do also have this thing here from previous years, where when you pick up a daily special, you also get some random reward in here. They can be quite good, they can be okay, and some not so good. But in order to pick up all of these you have to spend 3,000 diamonds. So most likely not worth it. If you get some good rewards here, this might be cheaper than going for daily specials, but yeah, this is purely diamond feature. You cannot get any of these for free. So yeah, definitely not something that I would focus too much on, and I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend spending diamonds on this event. I would probably either spend on the fall event that's live right now, or I would go for perhaps the Forge Bowl event, which should be coming up in a couple of months. So I believe that's it. Before I end, I would like to thank my Patreons for their support. I would like to thank Homestar, as well as Merrick B, PQ the Goat, Arkler, Sabathiel, Rocco, and Henrik der Erklärbär. Thank you all very much for your support. If you want to support me, the link is in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with a video on the castle system. So stay tuned for that. Take care, and I will see you.